This is where the future stars of Philippine basketball rise to the occasion, showcasing their grit, talent, and passion for the game. We are live at the Banana Court in Las Piñas City, and we welcome you to the country's premier youth basketball league, the one and only Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. In our match at hand, it's Game 2 between the number 2 Caloocan JY Batang Kankaloo and the number 7 Manila Health Forum with Doc Atoy. Good morning, everybody. My name is Cholo Pangilinan, covering the action with Quito Limbo and Nicole Lim at the sidelines. Coach Quito, can Caloocan keep their season alive or can Manila advance to the division semifinals?
And yun yung matutuklasan natin in this finals, and I want to see if Caloocan will have those types of adjustments for them to bounce back from tough Game 1 defeat.
Speaking of Game 1 defeat, first let's talk about that previous game. Again, just like what you said, Caloocan unfortunately losing to the Manila Health Forum because of that Jomel Ancheta intense three-point bomb.
Yes. And as you can see for Caloocan, it was a tough defeat as they lost 72-75. Caloocan wasn't able to capitalize on efficient shooting performance as they shot 45% in the field. And Caloocan were also +5 in rebounds, but it was the 24 turnovers that hurt them down the stretch that cost them the game. And the player who stood out for the part of Caloocan is Les Gazingan, who made 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists.
And unfortunately for the side of Manila, there is no Jomel Ancheta playing for them. Although for Caloocan, we're seeing some new faces, most especially, of course, DLSU's very own Kian Baklaan. So make sure to stay tuned to our game. Again, you can watch us live in our Junior MPBL YouTube channel and Facebook page. But that's it for now. But that's it for Caloocan, rather. But we'll talk about our Manila team as well.
Well, for Manila, it was an outstanding performance. Despite shooting 37% of the field, Manila capitalized the turnovers of Caloocan, converting 31 fast break points and stepping on their defense in the second half to steal Game 1. And their best player of the game, like what you've mentioned a while ago, is none other than Jomel Ancheta, who made 28 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists.
Again, unfortunately, he is not present for this game, just like what I've mentioned as well. But again, it's Game 2 nevertheless. Manila with a 1-0 lead, and we'll be seeing some do-or-die action for Caloocan. That's it for now. We'll be turning it over to Gia Cruz, our video announcer, for the start of our ball game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League Inaugural Season. Ang Liga ng Bawat Batang Pilipino. We are live here at Banana Court, Las Piñas City. It's the Game 2 of North Division Quarterfinals Best of 3 series between JY Caloocan Batang Kankaloo and Health Forum Manila City Ballers. Now let us meet the starters from both teams. First, from JY Caloocan Batang Kankaloo. Starting guard number 29, Andrex Magno. At forward number 24, Joko Bohorcelo. Under forward number 31, Leonard Decibel. At center number 2, Lance Masiglat. And at 2 guard number 8, Kian Baklaan. Head coach is RJ Patricio, assisted by Nico Permido, team manager John Acebron. And now let us meet the starters from Health Forum Manila City Ballers. Starting on 1 guard, number 8, Henryson Nash. 2 guard, number 7, Carlson Arboleda. Small forward, number 4, John Aloro. Power forward, number 13, Sean Lualhati. And man in the middle, number 2, Charlie Potante. Head coach is JB Martinez, assisted by Arthur Almazan. Team manager, Gio Cauca. And team owner, Doc Atoy Arboleda. Our game officials for this ball game, crew chief Alan Baria. Umpire 1, Nino Perez. And umpire 2, Noy Guevara. Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Executive Director, Mr. J.R. Navarro. Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL Commissioner, Mr. Keith Picasso. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League Inaugural Season Playoffs, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Start.
And we start our game 2 again. Manila up by 1, winning that game on 75-72 after that Jomel Ancheta game-saving 3. But will Manila be able to advance to the next round without Jomel in this game and with some new faces on the side of Caloocan, namely King and Baclaan?
And for sure, this will be a big boost in the part of Caloocan, having this player, ito si Baclaan.
And as I say that, King and Baclaan immediately turns the ball over. So hopefully it's not a sign of bad things to come for Baclaan and company. But right now, Aloro will miss that shot. Rebound being fought over. But here comes Caloocan. Borcelo, good from downtown.
And that's a first blood, courtesy of Borcelo.
Correcting myself, only a 2-pointer for him. Joko Borcelo, another notable name on the side of Caloocan, previously played for the Letran Knights, now playing for the St. Clair Saints. Speaking of Caloocan, with this possession, they turn the ball over again. Nevertheless, they're up 2-0. And again, the Batang Kankaloo finishing the season with the second seed, 6-1. Only one defeat, I believe, that's against the San Juan Knights.
Yes.
And for the Manila Health Forum, finishing the season 1-6. So a reversal of records. Although, they have a 1-0 lead in the series.
And that's why you can see that Manila has that eagerness and confidence, because they're just one win away to reach the semifinals.
Meanwhile, Lance Masiglat muscling his way inside. 4-0 start for the Batang Kankaloo. 2 minutes passing by in our first chapter. Here comes Luwalhati. I believe did not play in that game 1. And one of the more notable players actually on the roster of Manila. As we take another look on that Lance Masiglat short stab after an offensive rebound. Meanwhile, Kelly Aloro will attack. Inside the paint, drops it. 2 points for Manila.
A great attack there by Kelly, drawing the defense and looking for that open teammate Potente rather.
And here comes the Batang Kankaloo. Lance Masiglat steps on the line. Out of bounds. Possession will go to the Health Forum with Doc Atoy.
And that's a back-to-back turnovers in the part of Caloocan, and they cannot commit too much turnovers in this game. As you can see, Manila can really take advantage out of it. Another dish there by Aloro, and passing it to Potente, making his 4th point in the game.
And right now, it's a tight ball game at 4. So far, both teams really grinding it out. And speaking of Kian Baclaan, who has a basketball right now, just for everybody's information, as he gets his first bucket, he was added to the roster back in October. But again, because of conflicts and time restrictions for Baclaan, of course, and of course for Caloocan, he wasn't able to play or allowed to play yet because of his mother team's rules. So good to see him now finally in action, and what better way to experience junior MPBL basketball than in the playoffs.
Yes, that's correct, and what a way for him to be in this game 2, wherein Caloocan really needs some help, specifically someone who will facilitate in their offense.
Meanwhile, Borcelo knocks down that 3 ball.
And that's the 2nd basket of Borcelo.
And with what I've said about Kian Baclaan, that's also the same case with Jomel Ancheta, of course, played actually in the finals of the NCAA for the CSB Blazers. The Manila health forum with Doka Atoy. Already had him in the roster back in October. Again, just repeating what I said. But again, because of their mother teams, of course, they weren't allowed to play. But then again, what better way than to play or win? Right now, game 2 on the way.
So imagine this series, you have Ancheta on Manila, and for Caloocan you have Kian. So this is going to be an interesting series to watch for.
Yeah, unfortunately, again, there's no Jumel Ancheta, so we've been deprived of a Baclaan Ancheta duel. Meanwhile, that was a great pass from Baclaan. Too bad Desabel wasn't able to sink that one in. Meanwhile, inside, Arboleda drops it. Two-pointer, no good from Potente. In transition, here comes Baclaan. KB finding an opening, Manzano.
And you're gonna watch that Manzano because he's gonna get a lot of points down in that low post area.
So far, Kian Baclaan distributing the ball very efficiently on offense for Caloocan. Meanwhile, Baclaan sends it out. They try from deep. Borsello will misfire. Desabel, basket and one for Leonard Desabel.
Great effort there by Desabel, but you can see the effort that Manzano did in that possession wherein he tipped it in towards Desabel. And take a look at that finish. Tough finish by Desabel.
Pound for pound fitness foul, counted move. The St. Clair connection between Manzano and Desabel. And Leonard completes it into a 3-point play. Make it now an 8-point lead for the Batang Kankaloo. Aloro will fire, get to the goal.
Great shot there by Aloro. That's his 5th point already in this game.
And that's one notable name for Manila. Made some noise as well during their past game is Kelly Aloro. Meanwhile, pull-up jumper, that's good. This time a new name in Ian Delgado introducing himself.
That's his first basket. That was Ian Delgado.
7-point lead, handled by Caloocan. Manila has the possession. Aloro, nowhere to go. The pick from De Lima, outside spray. Arboleda will attack. Arboleda puts one up, no good. Meanwhile, Baclaan changing gears. Baclaan, outside pass. Borsello, kaboom!
You can see the Kian effect. And every time he attacks, the defense really shrinks and he draws a lot of attention and kicks it out to an open teammate, Borsello.
3-point lead. Rather a 3-point shot coming from Joko Borsello. Right now it's a 9-point lead for Caloocan. Meanwhile, Manila gets it back. Kelly Alolo drops it. Arboleda stops the bleeding for Manila.
Oh, that's a great move by Olero. He's doing that spin move and dishing it out to his open teammate.
Baclaan behind the back pass. Delgado, no good. Nash, forward pass. Finds De Lima. And Leonard Desabel just disturbing that shot.
Although that's the second foul of Desabel, he needs to take care of his fouls.
That means a trip to the bench for Desabel as Norbert Duaso comes in for him. Andrex Magno coming in for Ian Delgado. And now here comes the Batang Kankaloo on defense. Aloro has it. Kelly Aloro the spin. Nowhere to go. Puts one up. Basket and one. Kelly Aloro making some moves.
Oh, that's a great footwork para dito kay Aloro. Using that shot fake, baiting his opponent, finishing the basket.
Power pound fitness foul counted the move. A lot will be expected from this young man because of Jomel Ancheta's absence.
Oh yes, definitely. Last game, in game 1, he made 12 points with 6 rebounds with 6 steals.
3-point play completed by Kelly Aloro. 4-point lead only for Caloocan this time. Borsello trying to get free. Baclaan the fake attacks. Baclaan. A couple of moves, won't go that time. But only a foul on the floor. Or wait a minute. So that's 2 freebies actually being given to Kian Baclaan. I apologize, it was too quick even for me.
And for Manila, the guards needs to step up on how to defend Kian, because he will draw a lot of fouls in the front court.
He'll miss that first one, but he puts it in the second. So far, great run for Baclaan. Here comes Arboleda and company. CJ Arboleda at the left side. The pick from De Lima. Arboleda dishes it to Aloro. Arboleda provides the pick. Aloro won't use it. Almost a steal. Manila keeps it alive. Quick ball violation, nevertheless. Great defense on the side of the Batang Kankaloo. $14 to shoot for the Manila City Ballers. Looks like it'll be Kelly Aloro bringing out the basketball. First, our moppers doing their job. Thank you very much. Again, we're live in the Banana Court in Las Piñas. Make sure to watch us if you're nearby for this intense matchup. Again, a do-or-die situation for Caloocan. Manila a chance to go to the division semifinals.
Yes, and a chance to upset this number 2 Caloocan Batang Kankaloo.
Step back, Serrano. No good. Norbert Duaso skying for that rebound. Magno to Duaso again. Hands it off. Gazingan had 11 last game. No good for Lex. In transition, here comes Kyle Serrano. Able to put 2 points in.
That's a great move by Serrano. Starting the game well.
Make it a 3-point lead only for the Batang Kankaloo. Under a minute remaining in our opening chapter. Dumangkas for 3. Get to the goal!
A great ball movement para dito sa Caloocan Batang Kankaloo. Very patient with moving the ball around.
It's back to a 6-point lead for the Batang Kankaloo. Meanwhile, Kyle Serrano trying to figure out something on offense. Serrano traveling without a visa. Another look at this Ian Dumangkas 3-point bomb from the left corner. Puts up Caloocan by 6.
And last game for Dumangkas, he made 11 points. 3 out of 5 in the 3-point range.
18 seconds remaining. Manzano picks it up against Valenzuela, puts one up, but he steps out of bounds. Possession will go to Manila.
Miscue there in the part of Dumangkas and Manzano. Manzano was really ready to receive that ball.
7 seconds remaining. Serrano has it. Behind the back move. Outside pass. Arboleda. They turn the ball over, but nevertheless, time has run out. And that'll end our first period, 22-16. The Caloocan JY Batang Kankaloo with a 6-point lead, staying in the driver's seat. As we'll be back for the start of our second period. Once again, this is the one and only Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League Playoffs.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo.
As per Coach RJ Patricio of Caloocan squad, they fell short during their game 1 kaya naman malaki raw ang naging adjustments nila on execution and tough defense. He also mentioned na he's expecting to his key players na sina Kian Baclaan, Clint Manzano, Joko Borsello, and Lance Masigla to step up for their team. Cholo and Tito.
Thank you very much, Nicole, for that report. And indeed, again, even though Manila is the 7th seed. They have proven to be a formidable opponent against Caloocan. So
Yes.
that means the likes of Masiglat and Clint Manzano will have to step up.
Well, not only offensively but defensively as well.
Caloocan with a possession. Dumangkas, basket and one from downtown.
And that's the first three-pointer in this second quarter, courtesy of Dumancas. And you cannot blame Serrano on closing out that much because you have that shooter of Dumancas.
Bonus freebie coming up for Ian Dumangkas. 4-point play completed. What a way to start. Making a double-digit lead for the Batang Kankaloo.
And you can see Kian Baclan is just checked back in the game.
Nash losing the basketball. Great defense coming from Lex Gazingan. Meanwhile, Baclan quick to bring it down. Burning some rubber. Outside pass. Gazingan fades away. One more assist for Kian Baclan. 3 in total. 12-point lead for Caloocan. The Manila Health Forum with Doc Adoy calls a nature spring timeout. Another look at that Kian Baclaan. Outside dish to Lex Gazingan for the fadeaway inside the key jumper. We'll be back for more action.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Back to the action here again. 12-point lead now for the Batang Kankaloo. After a 4-0 start, actually make it a 6-0 start in this period. With less than a minute passing by. Here we go. Atienza has it. Outside Valenzuela. Hands it off. Nowhere to go. Aloro finding an open teammate. They almost lose the basketball. Nash thought about the three. Will fire one. No good. Rebound by Dumangkas. Baclaan will fire one. All cards for Kian Baclaan.
As you can see, Kian Baclan sizing up his man in that hesitation three-pointer.
So far, a great start for the Batang Kankaloo in this period as Kelly Aloro will draw a foul. 2 freebies coming up for Kelly to stop the bleeding for Manila.
With just less than 2 minutes in the game, Caloocan already has 9 points.
First one is good for Kelly Aloro. That's 6 points in total now for Kian Baclaan. Also with 3 assists, by the way. Right now a 13-point gap being faced by Manila. Again, no Jomel Ancheta for them this game. The likes of Nash and Aloro will have to step up in the backcourt. Baclaan fade away 3. Kaboom!
Again, the Kian effect. You can witness already the Kian effect for Caloocan Batang Kankaloo. In the first quarter, he was dishing a lot of assist. Ngayon, siya naman ang tumitira.
9 points now for Kian Baclaan. He's asking for the basketball. Decibel inside. No good. Nowhere to go. Outside spray. Dumangkas will fire. No good for Dumangkas. Nash in transition. Henryson Nash puts one up. No good. The Batang Kankaloo with another possession. Baclaan has the basketball. Kian directing the offense. Finds Duaso. Dumangkas asking for it. Same with Kian. Nevertheless, Duaso will attack. Draws the foul. 2 freebies for Norbert Duaso.
One of the players who stepped up in game 1, itong si Duaso. He made 11 points with 8 rebounds during that match.
Again, Caloocan really wanting it bad. Talking about extending their series. First one is good for Norbert Duaso. As Roy Domingo checks in the game, another name that Manila should fear for. 2 out of 2 for Norbert Oaso. Making an 18-point lead for the Batang Kankaloo. Hicom checks in the game for Manila. Amiel Atienza will hand it off. This time it's Kelly Aloro. Perhaps he's the main man this game for Manila. Aloro attacks, puts one up, draws a foul. 2 freebies will be given to Kelly Aloro. So far has 10 points in this game, the most in that Manila roster. As Lance Masiglat enters the game. In exchange of Norbert Oaso. First one is good for Kelly. Only averaged close to 9 points and 5 rebounds per game. Not the noisiest numbers, but for this game, he's the biggest guy. Talking about offensively.
And not only in this game, but also in this series.
Kian Bakalaan, all chords. Great showing for Bakalaan so far. 12 big points for Kian Bakalaan. String music. We'll be back for more action after this Nature Spring timeout. Back to the action here again. It's a 20-point lead for the Batang Kankaloo, 39-19. And so far, Manila, again, Aloro has been stepping up, but it's not enough. Everybody has to chip in. Another guy perhaps should be Kyle Serrano, but no showing so far for him. 3 ball, no good. That came from Stephen Villanes. Meanwhile, Desabel in transition attacks. Won't finish. Arboleda drops it to Hicom. In transition, CJ Arboleda finishes. Basket and one for the masked warrior.
That's a fearless move para dito kay Arboleda.
Let's take another look in this pound-for-pound fitness. Foul counted move in transition. Again, CJ Arboleda. Another potential name on that Manila roster to make things happen for them.
Yes. The guy with a big heart para dito sa Manila Health Forum in Game 1. He made 13 points with 5 assists.
He'll miss the bonus freebie. Kian Bakalaan burning some rubber behind the back pass. Domingo almost out of bounds, still with Caloocan. Outside Desabel, Masiglat has it inside. Masiglat muscling his way. That works for Lance Masiglat.
Oh, that's a great body control para dito kay Masiglat using his footwork.
It's back to a 20-point lead for the Batang Kankaloo. Still no good for Manila. They're struggling. A 19-5 quarter in favor of Caloocan. And one, Kian Bakalaan burning some rubber, finding the bottom of the hoop.
And how can you stop that in the part of Manila if you have that a player who has that quickness? Itong si Kian Bakalaan.
Pound-for-pound fitness foul counted move, Kian Bakalaan, showing what type of player he is in our junior MPBL D-League.
Not only the quickness that I mentioned, but also his heftiness, using that body control to finish the layup.
3-point play completed by Kian. Make it now a 15-point game for him. And a 13-point lead for the Batang Kankaloo. And Manila stuck at that 5-point mark in this second period. Meanwhile, Caloocan now at 22 points. Domingo, Masiglat asking for it. Masiglat the spin. No good for Lance.
Oh, that was a great move again para kay Masiklat. They just missed the basket.
Meanwhile, outside spray. Finally, Manila stops the bleeding. Hopefully this is a good sign for Manila. The lead is still down for them. Coach RJ Patricio will call a Nature Spring timeout. Again, they're up by 20 points. We'll be back for more action. Back to the action here. 20-point lead for the Batang Kankaloo. Over 4 minutes remaining in our second period. Kian Baclaan running the race. Steps on the brakes. Overcooks the pass. And that's immediately caught by Commissioner Keith Picasso.
Muntikan pang tumama doon sa mga trophies natin for later.
And since you've mentioned it, dear viewers, make sure to stay tuned to our games later.
Yes.
I believe it's going to be a couple of game threes. Speaking of threes, that's Kelly Aloro from downtown.
And just in time para dito kay Kelly to shoot those 3-pointers.
So, right now, Manila, hopefully that's a sign of good things to come. Meanwhile, Baclaan cooking. No good for Kian. Another 4 minutes remaining in our second chapter. Aloro will fire. No good for Kelly. Rebound by Clint Manzano. This time it's handled by Joko Borcelo. So a couple of St. Clair Saints in the roster of Caloocan. Masiglat finds Manzano, the fake. Great maneuver from Clint Manzano.
Another great pass there for wide open Manzano.
Meanwhile, Henryson Nash off the window. Hit a brick wall, doesn't matter. Capitalizes a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And that's his first basket para dito kay Nash. Take a look at that teardrop.
Pound for pound fitness. Foul counted move for Henryson Nash. Again, just like what we've been mentioning the whole game, no Jomel Ancheta for them. So that guy has to step up. Same with Aloro and Arboleda, who got the offensive rebound and the putback.
Talking about the smallest guy on the floor getting that offensive rebound. Itong si Arboleda. That's his 6th basket of the game.
The lead is cut down to 16. However, Clint Manzano ruins the fun.
Manzano wasting no time in that possession, taking that advantage since all the players of Manila are just walking down the court.
Luwalhati. No good from downtown. He has to step up. Arboleda this time. No good for CJ. Meanwhile, on the other side, Clint Manzano finishing 4-point swing for the current St. Clair Saint.
Back-to-back basket para dito kay Manzano. Having a great start here.
Meanwhile, another St. Clair Saint finishing in transition.
And you can see that tenacity of these St. Clair Saints players. Really intimidated.
So that's Borcelo and Manzano. I believe Desabel Domangkas, Gazingan. Who else? Borcelo, Duaso. I believe all of them coming from Pagirigan as well. And Joshua Russell coming from St. Clair. And the rest having different schools, namely Lance Basiglat from San Sebastian and Kiam Baclan from DLSU. Speaking of Caloocan, Manzano puts one up. Offensive foul called on him.
In that possession, he attacked 4 dark shirts, as you can see in that replay, forcing it too much.
Manila unable to minimize the lead. It's at 21 right now. But that shot is no good. Caloocan doubling the scoring output of Manila. It's 30-15. Magno attacks. Magno scoops it up. No good. Here comes Manila. Outside pass. They try from deep. Won't fall. Borsello in transition. Borsello, the teardrop. No good for Joko. But a foul will be called against Caloocan. So possession will go to Health Forum with Dokatoy.
And that's against Borsello. That's his first personal foul.
So far, Joko Borsello with 9 points in this game. 42 seconds remaining. Another chance for Manila to stop the bleeding, although they're still down by a bunch. Kelly Aloro has been quiet so far after a couple of good sequences in that first period.
And so far, Manila shooting 36% in the field. In the free throw, 4 out of 7.
First one is good for Kelly Aloro. He has 15 points, followed by CJ Arboleda with 6. Potente chipping in 4 points, but it's not enough. Make that 17 points for Kelly Aloro. Or 16 points rather. 42 seconds remaining. Coach RJ Patricio calls a Nature Spring timeout. We'll be back for more action. Back to the action here. 42 seconds remaining in our first half. So far, it's 52-33. Here comes Dumangkas and Caloocan. Borsello almost lost it. Outside spray. Magno directing the offense. Finds Dumangkas. He puts one up. No good. Gets it back. Under 30 seconds remaining. Magno. Double dribble violation. Shot clock is off. 15 seconds remaining. Cirano back in the game. Obviously Manila expecting more from him. Cirano. Inside find. Great ditch to De Lima.
Great cut there by De Lima, recognizing his teammates leaping.
And that's it for our first half, 52-35. The Caloocan JY Batang Kankaloo eager to keep their season alive as they handle a big deficit. We'll be back for more action. Once again, this is the one and only Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League Playoffs.
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL would like to thank Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines, Pound for Pound Fitness, Be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear.
Red Dynasty, offering comfort Chinese food and overall 5-star experience. Winford Resort and Casino Manila, a luxury integrated resort.
The Hustle Club. Embrace the struggle. Believe in your hustle.
Special thanks to Tropang Villar for hosting today's games. And to Isa Botanica, Green Stevia, and GX International. Maraming salamat.
Taas noo kahit kanino, walang ibang sinisigaw ang masang Pilipino. Bumagsak, bumangon, hinarap ang mga hamon, hanggang ang kahirapan tuluyan nating matalo.
Kasama natin ngayon sa ating halftime interview si Assistant Coach Jeric Bailen of Caloocan, Batang Kankaloo. Coach, nasa inyo po yung momentum ng first half ng laro. So far, ano pong masasabi nyo sa performance na ipinapakita nila?
Sumusunod kasi yung team sa game plan, lalong-lalo na sa defensive scheme namin. And then nag-execute kami, kaya siguro ganito yung lamang namin. And
Coach, paano nyo po mapapanatili yung lamang hanggang sa second half ng laro?
at the same thing pa rin naman, sundin lang namin yung game plan, yung defensive scheme, pati yung mga ilimit namin yung turnovers namin kasi last game sobrang dami ng turnovers namin kaya ay yung dun talaga kami nasaktan.
Coach, meron ba kayong gustong batian o pasalamatan?
Pinapasalamatan ko nga pala si Congressman Dean Asisio, Boss Jan Yap, Mayor Along Malapitan, Congressman Oka Malapitan, our Hook Up, Team Consultant, Kiano Asisio, Team Manager Jan Sebron, tsaka St. Clair College, kay Doc J. Adalem, Boss Monching Agustin Alasayon, kay Boss Mark Casanova, sa family ko, sa asawa ko, kay Jobilin, asana ko, kay Bebs, Bailen family, Goder family, yun lang.
Once again, thank you Coach Jeric Bailen, Cholo, and Kita.
Thank you very much, Nicole, for that interview. Again, at the half, it's a big-time lead being handled by the Caloocan Batang Kankaloo. Once again, they're down 0-1 in this best-of-3 quarter-final playoff series. And obviously, they're really eager to extend this one, to extend their season. And for Manila, again, you've done it once.
Yes.
You can do it again, but this time you have to prove that you are a formidable team even without Jomel Ancheta.
And that's true. And so far, you can see Manila really struggling in this game too. As you can see the halftime stats, Manila Health Forum only scored 35 points in this second quarter, shooting 38% in the field, shooting 3 out of 16 in the three-point range, grabbing only 12 rebounds and dishing 8 assists. Samantalang dito sa Caloocan, who has 52 points already, shooting an efficient 58% in the field, 6 out of 10 in three-pointers, dominated the rebounds with 25 rebounds, and that's the Kian effect right now, which is he's the leading scorer of this Batang Kankaloo with 15 points. Sumusunod si Choco Bohorcelo with 9 and Clint Manzano with 8. Samantalang for Manila, you have Aloro with 16, Arboleda with 6, and Potente with 4.
And safe to say, the Caloocan GY Batang Kankaloo just really too much for their opponents as of now. But still, luckily for Manila, they're up 1-0. They have something to get confidence from that game one, obviously. And we still have an eternity of basketball to be played with 2 quarters ahead of us. So if you're Manila, no need to panic. No need to overthink.
Yes, that's true. And and it starts with the guards of Manila, as they have been struggling to bring down the ball because of the pesky defense of these guards of Caloocan, namely Duaso, Desabel, and Magno, really pressuring these guards of Manila, and that's the reason why Manila is having a hard time orchestrating their plays and getting easy baskets.
And in that second period, Caloocan able to outscore Manila 32-19, also outscoring them in that first period 22-16. So certainly scoring hasn't been an issue as well for Caloocan. So if you're Manila, you have to find that very small angle, a very small window of opportunity to pounce. And of course, it's given already, you cannot afford to make many mistakes against this team.
And when you see the turnovers for these both squads, Manila only turned the ball over 6, while Caloocan 8. So they have already minimized the turnovers. It's just the decision making of Manila of where to pass the ball, where is the right person to pass the ball at the right place at the right time. And that's a tough thing to do.
And again, you have to take note that the Caloocan JY Batang Kankaloo are composed of collegiate players. Some of them are champions. Some of them not champions but incoming collegiate players such as Lance Masiglat. Some of them are experienced already, like Kian Baclaan, already spending 2 seasons in the UAAP.
And you're talking about a while ago the players of St. Clair who just had their who just won the championship in the ASCO.
Exactly. As well as Kian Baclaan winning the championship in the Quintana Cup as well for the LSU. Meanwhile, almost a minute passing by. Baclaan cooking. Baclaan nowhere to go. Try to send it inside. Masiglat receives it, puts one up. No foul call. Clint Manzano overcooks the shot. Gets it one more time. Basket and one. What a sequence for the Caloocan JY Batang Kankaloo.
And that's because of the effort of this guy, Manzano. You can see that active hands really tipping the ball over to get that rebound and completing that foul counted play.
Pound for pound fitness, foul counted move, Clint Manzano. Unable to complete it nevertheless. That's 2 points for the St. Clair Saint. Henderson Nash finds Kelly Aloro. He attacks, drops it outside this time. Atienza, good from downtown.
This is a great start para sa Manila, courtesy of Atienza hitting that three-pointer.
Meanwhile, Henderson Nash clearly harassing Kian Baclaan. Meanwhile, Dumangkas rattles down that three-point bomb.
And that's because of Joko Borcelo really attacking, doing downhill.
Aloro backing down Dumangkas. Atienza being bothered by the Caloocan bench. Atienza for 3. No good for Amiel. Here goes Kian Baclaan in transition. Kian cooking. Kian puts one up. Draws a foul. 2 freebies will be given to KB.
You can see Baclaan really giving a lot of pressure sa mga guards na itong Manila Hef Forum. And that's the reason why he gets a lot of fouls.
First one is good for KB. So far, making that 16 points for him and 4 dimes. Second one off the window, good for KB. Kelly Aloro, by the way, plays for La Consolacion College of Manila. Meanwhile, Amiel Atienza reverse lay-in, it's beautiful.
So far, it's this guy, Atienza, is really contributing in terms of points para sa Manila. He has 5 points already in this third quarter.
Baclaan Inside, puts one up, muscling his way.
How can you stop that if you were Atienza?
Make it 19 points for Kian Baclan. As here comes Caloocan again in transition. Borcelo against Arboleda. The pick from Masiglat. And I believe that's going to be an offensive foul, a legal pick called on Lance Masiglat.
You gotta give credit with that defense of Atienza. Look at how he moves his feet.
So Leonard Decibel checks in the game. Baclan still in the game. Let's see what Manila has up their sleeve. Aloro won't use the pick. Luwalhati has it. Sean Luwalhati puts one up. That's no good. Try to get it back. Great hustle from Joko Borcelo. He also brings the basketball down. Another illegal pick, I believe, will be called on Leonard Decibel.
And that's the third personal foul of Decibel. He just checked back in this game.
A 23-point lead for the Batang Kankaloo. Manila in a tight situation. Serrano traveling without a visa.
And you can see the experience of Kian pulling up a chair there against Serrano.
Over 6 minutes remaining in our third period. Caloocan still up by a bunch. But Manila tightening up their defense. Magno brings it down against Hicom. Magno outside dish. Baclan closely guarded by Arboleda. He backs down Arboleda. Kian outside pass. It's a turnover for Caloocan. Meanwhile, Hicom puts on the moves against Dumangkas. Hicom, outside pass, De Lima. Another outside pass, Atienza will fire. No good for Amelia Atienza. They keep it alive. Aloro, nowhere to go. De Lima puts one up, 2 points for Manila.
Great recognition there by Aloro. Finding a wide open teammate, that is De Lima.
Lead is cut down to 21. Still quite a huge one for Caloocan. Staggered screen for Magno. Dumangkas, no good from downtown. Good perimeter defense from CJ Arboleda. Another look on that, Robert De Lima. Short stab. Another chance for Manila to put the deficit below 20 points. Hicom, closely guarded by Duaso, hands it off. Aloro, stolen by Duaso. In transition, almost an end one, but not quite. Nevertheless, 2 freebies will be awarded to Norbert Duaso.
Great active hands para dito kay Duaso.
So far, 2 points, 3 rebounds for him. 2 freebies will be shot by him. First one is no good. Second one on its way. 0 out of 2 for him. Here comes Hicom and company. They still have time to turn things right. Hicom finds Villanis. The pick from De Lima. Foul on the floor. Will that be called on Decibel? Yes, it is.
And that's the 4th personal foul of Decibel. 13 foul para sa Caloocan.
But if you're Manila, That may be a window of opportunity as Amiel Atienza knocks down that three-point bomb.
So far, Atienza is the one really helping Manila in this third quarter.
Make it a 10-point outing for Manila in this period so far as Desabel draws a foul. Another pair of freebies for the Batang Kankaloo.
And that's against Arboleda.
And now we'll turn it over to Nicole Lim for a in-game report.
Before this game start, ikinuwento ni Coach JB Martinez of Manila squad na may bigat na kalaban ang Caloocan team. Dagdag pa ni Coach, hindi makakapaglaro ang kanyang key players na si Jomel Ancheta due to other prior commitments and si Allen Hernandez due to colds and fever after their game 1. Kaya naman they will be focusing with their same system at ipagpapatuloy pa yung mga nagawa nilang execution during the game 1. Chola Inquito?
Thank you very much, Nicole, for that report. And again, no Jomel Ancheta, no Allen Hernandez in this game for Manila.
Yeah.
Villones, no good at that shot. Rebound by Magno. Baklaan forward dish, pinpoint passing.
What a dime there by Kian, recognizing that open teammate Manzano.
Down it goes, CJ Arboleda. So far, a 13-point outing for Manila in this period. Kian Baklaan ruins the fun. Is that going to be a turnover for Manila? Right now, it's a 20-point lead for the Batang Kankaloo. Under 3 minutes remaining. Another possession for the Batang Kankaloo. Almost a steal. Baklaan dives. Borsello from deep. In and out. They get it back. What hustle being showcased by Clint Manzano. A 22-point lead in favor of Caloocan. Another turnover for Manila. Manzano, another one for him.
Back-to-back baskets para dito kay Manzano. Really helping his team.
Offensive rebound by Valenzuela. Atienza, inside find. Short stab, good. Last 2 minutes in our third period. Borsello against Arboleda. The pick from Clint Manzano. Borsello still with him. Magno will attack. Magno finishing.
Great fake pass there by Magno.
24-point lead for the Batang Kankaloo as we take another look in this Magno short stab. Driving to the basket. We'll be back for more action after this Nature Spring timeout. We return to the action here in the Banana Court, Las Piñas City. Under 2 minutes remaining. Aloro back in the game. Aloro backing down his opponent, Henderson Nash. Unable to sink the three. They get it back though. Nash, one more try. Still won't go for Henderson Nash. Dumangkas forward pass, stolen by Nash. Over a minute remaining in transition. Aloro will fire. Kaboom!
And that's the first basket of Aloro in this third quarter.
The best scorer for Manila so far. But again, will need to do more if they want to finish this series. Magno attacks baseline, drops it outside. Gazingan finding the bottom of the hoop for that mid-range jumper.
And then next, Gazingan has been silent all throughout this game, and it's nice to see him getting his rhythm in this third quarter.
4 points for him so far. No good for Amiel Atienza. So far, Manila still having difficulties against this stacked Batang Kankaloo squad. Jocobo Orcelo burning some rubber in that sequence. 2 freebies will be given to the current St. Clair Saint. Seconds remaining in our third period.
At the line, you see Joko Borcelo averaging 11 points with 6 rebounds and 3 assists.
I believe only played a single game so far. So perhaps that was his stat line during the last game.
And right now he has 9 points already with 4 rebounds. And lefty shooter para dito sa Caloocan Batang Kankaloo.
1 out of 2 for him. Shot clock is off. 16 seconds remaining. Nash with a basketball. Manila with the possession. Nash looks at the clock. He's up against Borcelo. Nash. It'll be a foul on Magno.
Not a wise decision para kay Magno to pick up that foul. Oh, correction. That's a 4th personal foul or 4th team foul for Caloocan Batang Kankaloo.
Serrano. No good. That'll be the end of our third period, 76-53. Again, it's still Caloocan GY Batang Kankaloo in the driver's seat, handling a big cushion. And we'll be back for more action for the start of our fourth period. Once again, this is the one and only Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League Playoffs. Back to the action here for the start of our fourth and final period. Again, it's 76-53. The Caloocan GY Batang Kankaloo completely dominating their opponents and looking to extend their season and keep their hopes alive. But Manila right here looking to end the series and advance to the division semifinals. But in that third period, Caloocan obviously outscoring Manila 24-18.
And plus, they're shooting 62% in the field right now for Caloocan.
So Henderson Ash able to start our fourth period with an end one. A chance to make it a three-point play. So far has had an underwhelming performance. Meanwhile, Nash successful on denying Kian Baclaan. Man-to-man defense here for Health Forum with Doc Atoy.
And that's the only way you can do to stop Kian. And that's to deny him right away, not to let him get the ball.
So far, 21 points for Kian Baclaan and 6 dimes as he gets a basketball. The blitz on Kian Baclan. Baclan finds someone inside. Magno, masiglat. Two-pointer for Caloocan.
Great cut and great recognition para dito kay Magno to pass it to his teammate Masikat.
Almost a minute passing by in Chapter 4. Aloro fires one. No good that time. Baclan with the rebound. Only his second rebound of the game. Inside, Masiglat. Almost losing it. Being swarmed with defenders. Possession will stay with them. Then to shoot for the Batang Kankaloo. Baclan will trigger the inbound. It's from the baseline. Outside to Gazingan. Hands it off to Kian. Baclan attacks. Puts one up. Will pass the basketball. No good that time. Put back still won't go. Arboleda in transition. Gets blocked by Magno. And then saves it successfully. But actually, our officials says otherwise.
Take a look at that replay. Great recovery by Magno.
Our officials reversing that call. Possession will stay with Manila after all. Luwalhati to Villones. That's good.
One of the easy baskets na ginawa ng Manila in this fourth quarter.
Almost 2 minutes passing by in our final chapter. It's still a 20-point lead for Caloocan. As Boroselo able to draw a foul on the act of shooting. 2 freebies will be given.
And that's on Atienza. That's a second personal foul. At the line, you can see Boroselo. He has 9 points already with 4 rebounds.
Make that 10 points for him. Second one on its way for the former Letran Knight. 2 out of 2, 11 points now for Joko Boroselo.
And Isabel has checked back in this fourth quarter.
Henderson Nash, outside dish. Luwalhati losing control. Meanwhile, it's back with Sean Luwalhati. Henderson Nash able to receive it. Will fire one. No good for Nash. Boroselo able to escape the pesky defender in Henderson Nash. This time he faces Arboleda. The blitz on Boroselo. No good from Gazingan. Isabel offensive board. Loses it. Picked up by Gazingan. 2 points for Lex Gazingan. 6 points for him in this game. Almost 3 minutes passing by in our fourth chapter. Henderson Nash, high pass. Arboleda picks it up, puts one up. One-hander, no good for CJ.
And that foul was on Gazingan. That's his first personal foul.
2 freebies for the masked warrior in CJ Arboleda. This one is no good. He hasn't been feeling himself this game. He does have 9 points, 3 rebounds. But again, it's not enough in this game 2. 1 out of 2 for Arboleda.
And I could have blamed Atienza having struggling in this game because he's playing defense against the guards of Caloocan.
Meanwhile, Isabel able to receive it. Almost a steal though. And now they complete it. Arboleda completes the steal. It'll stay with Manila after it hits Joko Boroselo. This time, Stephen Villanes brings down the basketball. He'll fire one. And he won't make one. Baclaan draws a foul. So a 22-point lead now for the Batang Kankaloo. Kian Baclaan brings down the basketball. Borsello brings it down. Borsello putting on the moves. He'll attack. He'll use the right hand, but that's in and out. Here comes Villanes in transition. Puts one up, finally goes in for Manila.
And that's his 4th point para dito kay Villanes with 2 assists.
More than 4 minutes passing by in our final chapter. Borsello circling the court. Inside Clint Manzano.
Another great pass there by Borsello. His teammate Manzano.
That's no good for Amiel Atienza. Meanwhile, Roy Domingo in transition. Drawing a foul. 2 freebies coming up for another St. Clair Saint.
That's a reach-in foul against Luwalhati. 2nd personal foul for him.
First one for Domingo. That's no good.
And Domingo is averaging 7 points with 4 rebounds.
(84-61). Still a 23-point lead for Caloocan. Slowly but surely, they're seeing light at the end of the tunnel.
And so far, you can see Decibel got his 5th personal foul.
Manila with this possession. Great defense from Masiglat, but no one was there to pick up Yaya. Borsello. Wait a minute, there's a call on from our officials. It's called on Sean Luwalhati. No more fouls to give for Manila. Coach RJ Patricia will call a Nature Spring timeout. We'll be back after a short break. Back to the action. Under 5 minutes remaining. 21-point lead for the Batang Kankaloo. Baclaan drops it to Yap. And Willie Yap scoring his first bucket of the game.
You see all of his teammates cheering for him after that basket.
Okay, that is the 6'7", I believe 16 or 17-year-old Andrew Yap getting his first taste of junior MPBL basketball, at least for the D-League. Meanwhile, Caloocan's coaching staff signaling to reset the offense. Borsello attacks. Borsello in and out. Here comes Manila. Still trying to make things happen. Serrano will finish in the fast break. Meanwhile, Manzano the bump. Offensive foul called on Clint Manzano. So far, Kian Baclaan leading the charge with 21 points and 6 dimes. Clint Manzano follows him with 18 points and 5 rebounds. And here goes Serrano. Another point for him. 4-point swing for Kyle Serrano. Could have came at an earlier time for Manila. Nevertheless, Borsello attacks. Borsello puts one up, draws a foul. And yet another 2 freebies for the Batang Kankaloo.
You can see that replay. The guards of Manila is really having a hard time defending players like Kian and this guy, Joko. But he's been missing a lot of free throws. Ito si Joko Borsello.
Second one on its way for Joko Borsello. Made that 12 points for him in this game. 5 rebounds and 2 dimes as well. Over 3 minutes remaining so far. Caloocan able to maintain that 20-point lead. As that'll be a miss. Another try. Villian is missing. This time it will be 2 freebies for him.
In the line you see Stephen Villanes, one of the players who've been struggling this game.
Second one on its way. In and out. Here comes Manzano bringing it down. Putting on the moves. Finds Borsello open. To the corner. Let's Kazingan baseline attack. Scoops it up and scoops it in.
That was a great attack by Kazingan, attacking on the baseline.
Serrano. No good. They get it back. Reverse lane. And Uliap getting called.
Take a look at that replay. Serrano missing that open layup. And good thing his teammate Valenzuela is there to get that rebound.
First one is off the mark for Valenzuela. Second one on its way. He won't get it. Another big body in Armario checking in for Caloocan. It's safe to say Caloocan having a lot of weapons. We also have Joshua Russell, by the way.
Yes.
Again, normally, without Kian Baclaan, he's a starting guard. Without Joko Borsello as well. But a timeout will be called right here by Coach J.B. Martinez. Nature Spring Timeout presents that timeout. We'll be back for more action. Back to the action as we're nearing the 2-minute mark. Last 2-minute mark of our fourth and final period. So far, Caloocan now hitting the 90-point mark. Borcelo at the line again. He'll miss that one. And Serrano still fighting. Unable to hit that shot. De Lima, deep lane, no good. Serrano getting blocked by Armario. Caloocan just too much. Another look on that block coming from JM Armario. Good from downtown. Last 2 minutes presented to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. But again, it's not looking good for the Manila Health Forum with Doc Atoy.
And this is not a good way to end this quarter para dito sa Manila Health Forum, because we all know that they won game 1 already, but it seems like they got intimidated by the defense of the guards of Caloocan.
Meanwhile, Andwell Yap feeling it in this game. Oh my goodness. Take another look. No ID, no entry, says the youngster Andwell Yap.
As you can see, his effort to recover in that play. I gotta give props to him, because he was able to get perhaps his first block of the game of this tournament.
You know, Caloocan has earned the right to show emotion in this game.
Yes, that's true.
So they'll give up that free throw, and they'll take all the fun they could get at this point.
Yes, I'm talking about getting the little things, because you gotta understand, we're in the playoffs already. So these things matters, because it may affect, especially on game 3.
Over a minute remaining in our game. I believe at this point of the game, Caloocan, safe to say, winning this game 2 and will extend their season. And we'll be having a game 3, a do-or-die situation now for both teams, as whoever wins that one will proceed to the division semifinals.
And that will be a pretty exciting matchup, because that will be a do-or-die situation for these both squads.
And obviously for Manila, again, we have to take into consideration there's no Jumel Ancheta for them. No one really, first and foremost, to take care of that basketball, both on offense and defense. Because obviously Ancheta is a pesky defender. Aloro was able to score 19 points. Arboleda chipped in 10. Atienza had 8, but definitely again, it's a different animal.
Yes.
When having Jumel Ancheta on the floor. And on the other side, Kian Baclaan had 21, Manzano had 18, Borcelo had 13. They had a main man and they had a great supporting cast for that said main man. Perhaps the reason why they won this game, or why they're gonna win this game.
Yes.
In 20 seconds.
So imagine on game 3, it's a Jomel and Kian show, and that
Hopefully.
is obviously a must-watch TV.
Hopefully it is. Hopefully it will be rather a Kian and Jomel show. But nevertheless, Caloocan will go home with a W. The series is tied at 1-1. The Caloocan JY Batang Kankaloo survives this series. And they will force a game 3, a do-or-die situation.
And what a way to bounce back para dito sa Caloocan Batang Kankaloo. They didn't defeat Manila. They really busted their butts off para dito sa Manila Health Forum, having that edge to get this game 2 victory.
90-75. Again, congratulations to Coach RJ Patricio and company. But coming up next, it's the division of finals in the South Division of our 14 and under. It's between the Binyan Tatak Vice Gel and the Las Piñas Isa Botanica Whitening Warriors. And once again, this has been Cholo Pangilinan, Coach Quito Limbo, and Nicole Lim at the sidelines. And this is the one and only Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL D-League Playoffs.
Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay. Yeah, gabay at pag-asa ng bayan. Landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero
Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL would like to thank Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
Dorite Bola ng Pinoy, the first Pinoy basketball brand, Don Benitos, ang pambansang cassava, Nature Spring, #1 bottled water in the Philippines. Pound for pound fitness, be Liga Ready, Jinky Skin, empowering women by redefining beauty, Pound Active, for quality sportswear.
Red Dynasty, offering comfort Chinese food and overall 5-star experience. Winford Resort and Casino Manila, a luxury integrated resort.
The Hustle Club. Embrace the struggle. Believe in your hustle.
Special thanks to Tropang Villar for hosting today's games. And to Isa Botanica, Green Stevia, and GX International. Maraming salamat.